Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. You know, just the other day, I just did a vid on talking about current unified world champion Keith one-time Thurman. And I stated that I got nothing but respect for Keith one-time Thurman. And I still do. That still stands. No doubt about it. But there's an article today out on Boxing Scene that's quoting Keith one-time Thurman and some stuff he put out there. And I very much don't agree. And that one thing is, according to the article on Boxing Scene, Keith Thurman is saying that it's hard to be confident in Kell Brook because he hasn't proved it at 147. So he's basically saying Kell Brook ain't proved that he is the real deal at 147. And that's why he finds it hard to be confident in Kell Brook in this upcoming fight with Earl Spence. Now, it's funny to me because, you know, just like my UK fans say, man, it seems as if Keith Thurman is chatting shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? You know, let's go all the way back to 2014, in which the fight right after Kell Brook defeated Sean Porter in beautiful fashion. What is the thing that he did in this post-fight interview? Yes, he called out Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, and who else? Keith one-time Thurman. There has been several examples before Keith one-time Thurman was the A-side, total A-side unified champion, that Kell Brook called him out. Kell Brook called Keith Thurman out when Kell Brook was a world champion and Keith Thurman wasn't. And Keith Thurman still did not take the fight. So for Keith Thurman to go along the line and state that he doesn't feel that Kell Brook is done enough at 147, I think the question has to remain that who was willing to give him the opportunity? I've talked about this in many vids in the past. The thing is, it's no secret that American boxing runs the welterweight division. Let's just be 100. Before it was Keith one-time Thurman, it was Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? You had other good fighters like Danny Garcia. You got Sean Porter. American boxing basically runs welterweight. And I'm just being honest here. Kell Brook is a British fighter. He's a UK fighter. And he came up in the UK circuit. No one knew who Kell Brook was here in America. Kell Brook comes out of nowhere. He goes over the pond. He takes the title off Sean Porter in his backyard, takes it back home, and he can't get nobody to unify. He can't get another elite American boxer or an elite welterweight boxer to get back in the ring with him, ladies and gentlemen. We all remember the stories, you know what I mean? Everyone likes to go down the line. Oh, he fought Gavin. He fought JoJo Dan. He fought these guys. Nobody would give him a shot, including Keith one-time Thurman. Hell, Sean Porter probably wouldn't even give him the shot if he was not the Mando. So when I see not only fans and fighters, they like to go down this line of saying, well, Brook, what has he done? What has he done at 147? And I always answer back with the question, who was willing to give him the opportunity? Now, it's easy for Keith Thurman to sit back and criticize the fight with Gennady Golovkin now. But, you know, if he would have won that fight, funny how the talks would have been totally different. But let's not forget the reason that Kell Brook went up to face Gennady Golovkin. Because he could not get a quality name in the ring with him in the welterweight division. Yeah, there was some names tossed out there, Brandon Rios and Diego Chavez. But Kell Brook, whom at that point has already been fighting soft touches, didn't want no more soft touches. He wanted big names. And who did not step up to the plate? Keith one-time Thurman, the guy who is chatting shit today. Sure, you're a respected champion today, but in yesteryear, you wasn't. So what was the problem when you were being called out by a world champion? What was the problem, Keith one-time Thurman? What was the problem? So, you know, I just find it way funny how everybody does this Monday morning quarterbacking, but nobody likes to talk about the fact that nobody wanted to get a dude a shot. No one likes to talk about the fact no one wanted to unify. No one talks about the fact. So That's why I give total hats off to Earl Spence Jr. because Earl Spence Jr. was the first American welterweight that I seen graciously accepting a fight with Kell Brook. I ain't seen none of the rest of them do it. I didn't see Danny Garcia do it. He's been called out by Brook. I didn't see Porter do it, though even I don't even know if Porter would even took a rematch, because listening to Sean Porter, sometimes he's like, yeah, and sometimes he's like, you know what I'm saying? So who knows? But I don't even know if Porter would have gave him the opportunity at first if he wasn't the mandatory. Keith Thurman, he won't give him a shot. Manny Pacquiao, he won't give him a shot. They've both been called out by Brook. So what the hell do you expect Kell Brook to do? You know what I'm saying? Now, I granted, I will say, in Keith Thurman's defense, yes, I am, I'm not the biggest fan of a fighter going up to 160 and coming back down to 147. But let's not forget the reason he's doing this, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a flip side to this coin. Because if he would not have came back down and faced Earl Spence, let's not forget the avalanche of criticism that was waiting at the front door if Kell Brook would have shot down the fight with Earl Spence. He's avoiding his mandatories. He fought JoJo Dan. He fought Frankie Gavin. Those were his mandatories. He fought Kevin Bizier. He ain't have no problem fighting him, but he doesn't want to fight Earl Spence. If he wouldn't have taken the Earl Spence fight, that would have been the conversation. Because when he attempted to get the fights with Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao prior to the Earl Spence fight, it was already beginning. You heard the rumblings then. So what the hell would have went down if he wouldn't have took the Earl Spence fight? Everyone, he shouldn't have went. He shouldn't have came back down from Gennady Golovkin. He should have went to another division. Yeah, and y'all would have ripped that dude to shreds in the public. So let's not get all forgetful and catch amnesia, folks. You know what I mean? Let's not forget. So when you criticize Kell Brook's level of competition, remember the fact that nobody would not only give him a shot. And when you criticize the fact that he's coming down from 160 to 147, let's not also forget that this dude is doing that for honor of his name. The fact that he worked his ass off to get that title, and he ain't going to just allow no one to just walk up and just take it. They will have to beat him for it. Why doesn't no one give that level of respect to Kell Brook? Including, I repeat, including Keith one-time Thurman. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. I told you, Kell Brook and Gary Russell, whom I'm doing my next vid on, are in the very much same boat, man. Very dangerous fighters, world champions, very good at what they do, but they cannot get nobody else in the ring for whatever reason. And the sad part, and this is in both fighters, I guess, standpoint, neither man have politics impeding their fights with the other fighters. Kell Brook's case, he rose with Eddie Hearn. Gary Russell's case, he's with Al Heyman, who's already aligned with other good boxers in that division, including Leo Santa Cruz. There ain't no reason the fights ain't happening. The only reason that they ain't happening because I smell pussy. To the next video. Peace out.